All right, my name's Cody Telford. I am a development engineer on Timbersled, and I run the program for Aero. So what we did this year is took a lot of feedback from consumers and all the information that we knew from producing snow bikes over the last couple of years, and created the Aero Platform for the 2018 Timbersled kit. We focused on three main areas for the 2018 kit. One was rider control. And then we focused on the convertibility aspect, and then we kept the Timbersled tough. So first with the control. We have an industry exclusive 1-to-1 ratio now with our track and our ski. We took our ski this year, complete new redesigned ski. It's 11.5 inches wide. It's a little bit wider than our ski last year. We have new skag design, a new center keel, new center skag, as well as new outer skags. And the main point about this is it's 11.5 inches wide. If you look at our track as well, we have a new track. It's called the Traverse track. It is 11.5 inches wide as well. What we've done there is it now has the same track width from ski to track. This gives us a more consistent feel on the trail as well as on a side hill. So if you imagine on a side hill, your track is now following the exact path as your ski. Previously, with a wider track, it seems like as you're driving down a side hill, your track was always trying to climb out of the path that your ski was setting. So we had a 10-inch ski and a 12.5-inch track, so your track kept trying to climb out and slide back down into the path of the ski. It gave us kind of a little bit of a twitchy feel. With this 1-to-1 ratio, that has been eliminated. It now tracks straight across a side hill, holds the line really well. Even when you're going over old crusty tracks or old snowmobile tracks, it doesn't give you that twitchy feel as you're going across. So very consistent, very smooth feel across side hills, and that also translates back to the trail riding. So the same deal as you're going into a corner on the trail, or as if you're going from center to edge, there's a smooth transition, and the ski and the track being the same width allows for a very consistent and controlled feel. So handling, our handling has improved over last year by the 1-to-1 ratio, as well as the new ski with the new skags. A good improvement for the consumers this year. Also, with the handling, we have a redesigned new geometry in the skid. Our front shock is now stood up. We're using more travel in our front shocks, which gives us more travel in the front arm. We have 33% more front track shock travel, which allows us to tune the shock to give us a more supple ride in the chatter bumps. So it's a lot better feel going down the trail and the stutter bumps and the braking bumps in the corners, as well as a lot better bottom out resistance. So because we're using more stroke of that, we're able to tune it to have a very light feel in the chatter, and then a more compression to eliminate bottom out. With that, we're running a lot lighter spring rate. This also gives us a better feel, a playful feel in the mountains when you're going over obstacles. It allows it to also, you can feel the suspension working going up and over the obstacles rather than trenching and plowing through. So a lot better feel with the rear suspension. So all new redesigned rear suspension. The track has been redesigned, as I talked a little bit earlier. It's now 11.5 inches wide, and if you come look from the back end, you can see that our center paddle is 22% wider. So it's an inch wider than our previous design. We still have the taper, so that convex shape, which allows for a very, very good trail feel. But with the center paddle being wider, we got better traction and better flotation in the deep snow. So even though we're actually narrower than last year, we're not giving up on flotation and we're not giving up on traction. You can also notice that the cutouts in the track have been optimized. We have a cutout only behind this large center paddle, so that allows for more flotation in front of the paddle where you're actually collecting snow, and as well as an optimized placement of the side windows to allow for a higher durability on the narrower track. Overall, the kit is narrower, so it gives you a better feel on the bike. If you come look over here on our previous model, you can imagine your shoe coming up in here, or your boot, your heel is hitting right here. Now this is better than any other snow bike on the market today, our 2017, but our 2018 kit, we improved heel pocket clearance as well as making it narrower. So you can see where my heel kind of wants to find its home. If we go over on a 2018 model, we can see now my heel is not hitting the side panel, so I have a lot of room. Plus we've designed a cutout in the chain case cover so that my heel, when the ball of my foot is on the peg, I have all this room for my heel. So it's a lot better ergonomics for the rider to get his feet where he wants to be rather than getting hung up on the track kit. Another thing that we really attacked with this program and the Aero Platform is the convertibility aspect. We want the consumer to be able to take off their tires on their dirt bike, install the Timbersled kit, and be ready to go. Previously, it took a long time to make the modifications that you needed. If you wanted a TSS shock, which is this shock here, in your fit kit, you would have to modify the air box or change some other things on the dirt bike. With the Aero model, we've changed the geometry of this, so we do not have to modify any of the stock air boxes on a dirt bike to install the TSS. So we now have sufficient clearance for this. We don't need to modify the air box for the frame. It's a lot quicker install and no need to modify the bike. As well as we've included now a master cylinder with a brake system that has been bled, factory bled and installed, ready to bolt on. So previously you had to bleed your brakes, which took a lot of time and effort. The system now comes ready to bolt on. There's a one bolt, put this, route your brake line, you take your front tire and your front brake off your bike, you hang it on the wall, you install this kit, you route your line, you bolt up your brake's ready to go, pre-bled, and saves a lot of time and a lot of mess. So back onto the performance aspect of the brake, we've also covered the brake disc on this model that eliminates icing and buildup of snow on the brake disc, which gives you an inconsistent braking feel. As well as coming with a factory bled and filled system, we now are able to provide a consistent braking power for the Aero kit. Previously, it depended on which bike master cylinder you were using would give you different braking power. With the Aero Platform, we have designed the brake caliper and master cylinder to work together to give the proper braking power for a Timbersled. So the backbone of the kit is this pivot forging. This is the port that goes right here. We'll talk about Timbersled Tough. So previously we had a welded tube chassis, and it was Timbersled Tough. So we've been known in the industry to have the most bulletproof kit that it didn't break. It just would work. No matter how hard you beat it, it just kept working. We are 2 times more durable with this aluminum frame and lighter weight than we were with our previous kit. So we have not given up toughness or durability for a lightweight and more user-friendly design in convertibility down to the performance of the kit. With the forging, we have a new chain tension method. It's very, very simple to tension your engine chain. These 2 bolts, you loosen these up. There's a set screw here now that once these are loose, you loosen up that one and it pushes the entire kit backwards, which will then tighten your engine chain. When your engine chain's tight, you tighten up these 2 bolts and then you're done. So very, very easy, simple adjustment. For the chain, we have over 1 inch of linear movement on the chain adjustment, which equates to 2.5 links of engine chain. So we have ample adjustment for your engine chain to run any sprocket combination that you would like that fits your bike. So also with the ease of convertibility that we have on the Aero Timbersled system is a bolt-on spindle. So previously you would have to set your trailing on your ski and then transfer drill into the spindle to mount your fork clamps. This year now we have all of our spindles will come pre-drilled with factory set mounting locations, so no drilling necessary, and it eliminates the potential for the consumer to have a bad handling kit by misdrilling their spindle. So it eliminates time on the consumer's part and on the dealer's part of install. while also creating a consistent handling characteristic for your timber sled. To wrap that up, we've got the Aero Platform that provides three things for your consumers. Provides the best handling kit on the market, the best overall feel and comfort level on riding, the best handling kit. 2, it's the easiest to convert. You can go from dirt to snow and then back to dirt the easiest and the fastest you can than any other kit on the market. And 3rd, it's the only one that can carry the title Timbersled Tough. We've improved durability, which wasn't an issue before, but it's the most durable kit that you can take out with confidence, beat it up, and make it home back to the trailer. So if there's any other information that you need to know on Timbersled, you can visit our website or talk to the sales rep.